For today's topic, let's join now a group of young people at the National Education Program Workshop at the classroom lectern as Dr. Clifton L. Gaines, Jr., noted young historian.
Capitalism is a system in which economic wealth or capital is used to produce goods for sale, or in other words, to produce new wealth. American capitalism is quite unique. There never has been a system quite like it in all history. So let's examine the structure of American capitalism. There are three great pillars. The first and foremost of these is, who can tell us?
Homosexuals, lesbians, sadists, masochists, and other sex deviants.
Each generation of Americans will develop a clear understanding of our American system of capitalism. Then neither socialism nor communism ever will become established in America. So let's see if we can develop a better understanding of capitalism.
The question is this: do you want your children stimulated? Do you want your son enticed into the world of homosexuals? Or your daughter lured into lesbianism? Do you want them to lose all chance of a normal, happy, married life?
That brings us to the second great pillar. Who can tell us what it is? All right, Mary.
The profit motive.
Yes, indeed. This is the stimulus that brings private ownership to life and expands its usefulness to society as a whole. In one sense, profit is property.
Dirt for dirt's sake. We describe it as dirt for money's sake. Obscene literature is a $2 billion a year business. That's $2 billion.
They want to make a profit. It is a normal, wholesome motivation.
Perversion for profit.
I once heard a clergyman say that the profit motive is not a good motive.
Do you agree with him? I'm sure the clergyman wasn't a socialist or communist, but that happens to be what the socialists and communists say about the profit motive.
This moral decay weakens our resistance to the onslaught of the communist masters of deceit.
How many of you students study at dinner each evening instead of having the momentary pleasure of some favorite pastime? I think you would want to say that study can be work. What motivates you then?
Sex, that's a kick. Sure, a damn good one. A guy can't ever get enough of that. The way I figure it, you get kicks from what you do to other people. If you take something, you've gained something.
The capitalistic principle of private ownership gives them the privilege of earning and keeping enough wealth beyond their food and shelter requirements to afford to buy the other things they want.
Stark nudity on slick paper, in positions indicative of intercourse or other sex act, obviously calculated to stimulate the reader.
Competition, the free market, brought this about. And now to the third of the three great pillars in American capitalism. All right, Gary.
The open market.
They can be bought openly by anyone in drugstores, groceries, delicatessens, terminals, malt shops, cigar stores, newsstands, all over the community.
Yes, the open competitive market, where anyone can offer his wares for sale at whatever price he can get, is a benefit not only to business and industry, but to the individual as well. The consumer or buyer gains when we have this constant competition in the marketplace. The best products at the lowest cost emerge.
After these displays, you probably think that there couldn't be anything worse.
Capitalism, in which production and distribution are governed by cartels or monopolies, fixing prices and permitting no competition.
The price we pay for freedom in this country.
In the American system, what's yours is yours. What you do with it is your business.
Our Constitution was written by men who put their trust in God and founded a government based on His laws. I have not shown you these pictures and quoted from this material merely to shock you or make this presentation sensational. It is only to show illustrated hardcore pornography. even this required editing to make it suitable to be shown in this film. But psychiatrists believe that prolonged exposure of even the normal male adult, though he may not be aware of its true nature, will nevertheless pervert.
Surely all of us can feel gratitude and pride toward American capitalism. Its record of improving human welfare is unmatched in all history.
Oh God, deliver us, Americans, from evil.